Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Factorio. In the last episode, we worked on our titanium-based products. So, titanium sheet coils using manganese as an alloy to improve production, and then setting up our nickel titanium alloy nitinol. So that is all set up and ready to go. Now off screen a little bit, I have queued in the belts that we need and set up some work over here to expand our loading areas. So we'll have the titanium sheet coils coming into there, the nitinol plate going into these, and then these two are going to be for our gold-based products, which are kind of next in line. Gold sheet coils and gilded copper wire is the other product that we need. But before we get to the gold, one thing I do want to do is we need more cobalt ingots. Because we're not producing enough to feed the tungsten process as much as it needs. So let's take a look at what we would need to do. So we have tungsten plate, and we are using 5 sintering ovens to create 30 per second, so we'll need 30 per second tungsten powder mixture, which uses cobalt. We need 15 per second cobalt powder, which requires 15 per second ingots, 15 per second ingots, and we are using the cobalt oxide process. And we are using processed cobalt. There we go. Okay. Now, supposedly one blast furnace 4 is sufficient. With 2 chemical furnace 3s and 3 ore processor 3s. We're not feeding cobalt oxide into this thing fast enough. That's our problem. Okay. So what we're gonna need is a second one of these. And we're going to need one more of these. That's easy enough. And this thing is running at full tilt. That thing's running at full tilt. That's good. Actually, what I'm going to go ahead and do is put that in there. I'll just self-manufacture another one. Because my construction bots are quite busy, and we are short some lamps. Alright, let me just and to make a bunch of lamps, and then I'll go ahead and put them in. I should really just have a facility somewhere making lamps and dumping them into the system. All right. And so you just need like a couple of more inserters. Just making sure this thing stays fed. And it looks like we might be backing up a little bit. Really should just be a loader here, but it's alright. Let's make sure that there's enough capacity here to keep that pushing out. And it looks like we're making enough processed cobalt. We're probably making plenty of limestone. I hope we're making plenty of limestone. Well, I'll keep an eye on it. Alright. So, I don't see nickel ingots coming through yet. But it looks like our titanium sheet coil output is good. Let me just inspect the nickel line. And make sure that... Oh! And it looks like we have some titanium ore on that line. You know what? I'll go take care of that myself. And get rid of those. Okay. Store them somewhere for now. And here comes our nickel. Alright. That'll all get up and running. So what we need to do is we need to start looking at what it is that we're going to do for gold. So, as usual, we're just going to produce the ingots first, and then we'll figure out where to go from there, and we'll scale this to 45 per second ingots. Gold cathodes, right. We will need processed gold. And we need chloruric acid, which requires gold ingots and nitric acid and hydrochloric acid. A lot of it. Okay. Um... Okay, so we need to produce gold ingots by another method. All right. At a rate of 22.5, yes. It requires some chlorine gas, which I think we have relatively close by. Okay, so I guess that's the first thing we're gonna have to do is make these ingots, and then process them into even more ingots. And we're gonna need some fuel. Was 2, right? Yeah, 2. So you're making these gold ingots. Figure out where that chlorine gas is coming from. Feed it some fuel. It'll need some power. What's the rate at which we are inputting? 22.5 per second. I will take that as 2 inputs per. That substation is in, like, precisely the wrong spot. Well, actually, no, it isn't. We just move that up there and that up there. And that substation can stay right where it was. Okay, and chlorine gas, which is right there. All right. We have ingots. We have ingots. And then so we then need to take these ingots and we need to turn them into even more ingots. Using 3 chemical plants. And these acids. Okay. And you do need to be spaced out. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put them in myself. So that I know what we're doing here. It all gets routed in there. And you come over here. Oh. All right, so we're going to need to pipe some acid over here, and I think I'm going to want to store some. Let's see. Two pumps, two of these, and we're going to do some non-return valves. All right, pump, pump. Tank. Tank. Non-return valves. All right. All right, there's our nitinol. All right. So, nitric and hydrochloric acids. What I think we're going to do is I want to get... Oh. I put those in there. Get that and that. All right. And the best way to do this is, again, send things north. So let's send things north. There we are. And then we'll need to do that, and then we can should be able to come all the way. Oh, we bumped into a pipe there. Ah. Okay. I think at this point I want to turn them south. Yeah, those actually we don't want. Okay, so this one is hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid is this line here. That actually works out almost like I planned it that way. And so you could run into there. There we go. Then that tank will get full. Eventually. Make sure there's no breaks in this line. It looks like they haven't finished installing the pipe yet. And it looks like we're probably going to have to, again, expand our hydrochloric and nitric acid production. And there we go. Line is complete. We are now making this. We're going to go ahead and tank that. Oh, I don't need to do that. Put that into a tank. That fills up relatively quickly. Right, and then we're going to need to process the other gold ore. One, two, three, four. Processed gold. Actually, how much gold ore are we eating here? %15 on this one, plus 22.5 on this one. So a little over 30%. All right. I mean, that'll strain this infrastructure, but 7.5%. Okay, so we can just use inserters for that. And we should only be able to use one side of the belt, or should only need to use one side of the belt, but we'll use both. Alright, and then we're going to need 12 chemical furnaces converting our chloric solution and processed gold into cathodes. We have room. We have room. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and of course, get out of my way. 12. You don't actually need that connection. Well, you can just do this. Alright, so you guys are going to take all this processed gold. And you're going to output cathodes, and those cathodes will come over here. All right. Rates 45 per second. Yeah, actually, we'll do the output a little differently. Input is what, 7.5? Yeah. We'll use loaders for the outputs. Oh, there we go. So we should have construction bots on the way here soon. There we are. Gold cathodes. Actually, this is going to go somewhere else as well. All right, and then this is going to need power, of course. There we go. Oh, right. Haven't actually put them all in yet. Okay, there we go. I don't want to pick up those cathodes if I don't have to. Is there a reason we haven't installed those yet? No. Alright, there should be the last two. Alright, so now we just need to convert those into ingots and then turn those ingots into final products. Which we're going to have to route some copper ingots over here as well. Okay. One thing to double check. Oh, hydrofluoric acid. Let me see. We're short on that. Alright, well, is what it is, I guess. Have to look at that. But this facility is almost complete. Oh, well, or almost complete. It'll just be refining at that point to improve productivity. But for now, we got one more set of things to do. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll stop here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.